Welcome back to Paranormal Tedium, and more insights into the world of the paranormal with another episode in the series Rich's Complete and Utter Breakdown. A series recorded at the infamous Lard facility, which is dedicated to breaking down the use of gadgets by ghost hunters in their pursuits to capture evidence of spirits and other supernatural goings on. Then I tried to work out if they're any use. This ain't going to be an easy one. The Mel 8704 meter. Hey, I just wanted to jump in here quickly to say that I really struggled with whether I should make this vid, due to the nature of how this device came into being. But as its inventor has created other devices used within the world of ghost hunting, and ones that I intend to do breakdowns for, I decided we needed a starting point. I want to stay true to the fundamental principles of what Paranormal Tedium and these breakdown vids are about, telling the truth and seeing through the bullshit. But that being said, I also want to be tactful and compassionate with regards to the history of the subject matter and towards the family. So this vid may not be up to the usual irreverent standard. I hope you'll understand. Now back to your regular scheduled programme. Got its first on-screen debut on a 2011 episode of Ghost Adventures, along with its inventor, Gary Galka, and has gone through numerous upgrades and revisions since it was first released back in 2008. The Mel meter is named after Gary's daughter, Melissa, who sustained life-threatening injuries due to a car crash on the 24th of September 2004. 4 days later, the Galka family had to make the heart-wrenching decision to take Melissa off life support. She was just 17. Hence the name Mel, and the 8704 being the year of Melissa's birth and tragic death. Not having or wanting any kids of my own, I can't imagine how the grief of losing a child would have affected the Galka family. Such intense grief affects us all in different ways. Not long after, the family started to experience what they described as after-death communications, or ADC for short. The TV switching channels, lights turning on and off, and smelling perfume, amongst other things, were all attributed to the presence of Melissa. This spurred Gary to delve in and research the paranormal, reading books, watching TV shows. You really shouldn't believe everything you see on TV, folks. And even conducting his own EVP sessions, where he claims to have heard Melissa's voice. It was at this point when Gary realised that there were no devices specifically made for ghost hunters. And this is where the idea for the Mel meter was born. Gary was, and still is, the owner of DAS Distribution Inc., a company based out of East Granby, Connecticut, that supplies precision measurement products and test inspection equipment, and has done for over 20 years. This, along with Gary's electrical engineering background, brought the Mel 8704R to the world. Gary has since created a whole host of other ghost detecting devices and has a dedicated site called ProMeasure that sells them. This is where you'll find the varying Mel meter models, which range in price from $109 for the basic model all the way up to $329 for the Premier model. So what does the Mel 8704 meter actually do for this price? Intrepid ghost hunters the world over will extol the virtues of owning and using a Mel meter in investigations, but in essence it's just an EMF meter that's also able to take ambient temperature measurements. And that's it. If you're a regular viewer of these breakdown vids, then you'll know Paranormal Tedium's stance on the use of EMF meters in ghost hunts. If not, go check out my breakdown on EMF meters. I'm still unable to locate any information on who first came up with the notion that ghosts and spirits have absolutely anything to do with electromagnetism, yet the entire ghost hunting community still continues to regurgitate this belief. A belief based on what exactly? Who the fuck knows? Not even the ghost hunters themselves seem to know. Yet they continue to buy these products without really knowing the reason why they're buying them. Or indeed, if they actually work. When all's said and done, if this device has given the Galka family some semblance of comfort and closure, then that can only be a good thing. But even though Gary gives a third of the profits made from the sale of his ghost hunting equipment to charities, you'd better serve these charities by giving the cash you'd have spent on these devices directly to them. I'm sure you'd feel much better for it and will most probably detect just as many ghosts and spirits without it. Should this channel ever be monetized, then the money made from this vid will be donated annually to a bereavement charity of our choice. But that can't happen till we reach the required number of subscribers, so please subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon to get us closer to this goal. Also, consider giving this vid a thumbs up so as to help the YouTube algorithm promote our content. Thanks for watching.